Hi, everybody. Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. The Seminoles and the Cavaliers are on the field as we take a look live inside the stadium. Both teams getting loose. Fans starting to fill in their seats as they await the battle for the Jefferson Epps Trophy. That's going to do it for us here on the pregame show. NCAA Football 14 action coming at you right now. Brad Nessler and Kirk Herbstreit.
To the winner of today's game goes the Jefferson Epps Trophy, which was inaugurated in 1995.
What up? Check.
Virginia is kicking off first, and we're ready to get this game underway. Sends it sailing downfield. He's to the 10. And he's taken down at the 20. The quarterback leads the team out on the field for the first drive. Quarterback all by himself in the backfield with 5 wideouts. He's out to the 30. Well covered. Incomplete.
Here's a case of a quarterback so eager to make a play that he failed to see the danger of that attempt and nearly gave the ball away.
Second down, 10 to go. Ball on their own 20. Florida State's got a kid who is playing fantastic this year, and he's garnering national attention. When you sit down with this kid, he's very special. There's really no surprise he's among the nation's elite right now.
It's bad. Real bad.
And he's hit immediately.
This isn't even the best example, but I'm going to tell you something. This young man is really getting better at running his routes, which is a truly underrated quality these days.
Seems like the voice is down a little bit.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on their own 35. Throws incomplete, intended for his wideouts.
There was just no way anybody could catch up with that pass.
That makes it second and 10.
He fights forward to about the 36. Robinson picks up a yard on the play. And so it's another third down upcoming here. Receivers got the first down. He's tackled in the open field. And they pick up the first down with a pass to the tight end.
It's easy to forget about the tight end sometimes coming off the line, but you always have to watch this guy because he's certainly capable of making big plays.
And down he goes around the 32-yard line.
Anderson makes the tackle at the 32-yard line. First down.
From the 32-yard line, first down. And he's tackled after positive yardage. Robinson gains around 6 yards on the run.
Make it 2nd and 4.
This is the 9th play of this drive. Quick throw, brought down around the 24-yard line.
Alston brings him down at the 24-yard line. That'll make it 3rd and 1.
This is the 10th play of this drive.
If these defenders continue to exploit the O-line like that, it's going to be a long day for this running back.
So it's 4th down. They're going to try a long field goal here. It's up, and he splits the uprights.
Attempt is good.
Let's throw it out to Reese now for a studio update. Taylor looks ready to kick this one off.
Gotta love kids.
Doty fields it at the 3. Tackle at the 32.
Feeding the newborn. And then my oldest pees the bed. Lovely.
Now the offense gets
I
ready
was
to
going to
take
get
their
done by
first
2
crack
o'clock
at it.
Eastern. Nope.
Ball is loose. Fumble. Picks up the loose ball. He's to the 40. Brought down at about the 47-yard line.
My team's not recovering that shit. Unbelievable.
And the booth is going to take a
Please
few
be down.
looks at this to see whether or not the ball came out before he was down. So a big momentum shift could be in the making here as
Oh,
we
yeah,
take a
he's
look
down.
at the
He's down.
possible
He's
fumble.
down. Oh, I don't know.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Yeah, baby.
So the booth and the referee agree. The runner's knee was down.
That was still a close call, though, Brad. Even though he was down, this guy has to do a better job of holding that football.
It's clutch.
He's taken down at about the 29-yard line. So they end up with a loss after calling the draw.
He started out rushing the passer and then just got lucky and ran right into the running back on the draw.
3rd and about 13 yards. Ball on the 29-yard line. There are 5 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Passes it to the middle of the field. He's to the 40, and he's taken down right around midfield.
A quarterback's best friend is a receiver he can
Solid,
count on
man.
to
I
catch
saw
the ball
that.
every time he drops back to pass.
They'll get him for a loss.
That is a loss of 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 coming up here. Ball on their own 47. And he tackles him hard at the 44-yard
I
line.
just gotta make tackles. I'm stripping the dudes.
And they got him. It looks like the defensive end that got in there.
Yes, it was. He did a wonderful job of fighting off blocks to bring the quarterback down.
White is the deep man awaiting the return. He's taken down at the 21-yard line. We're set to get restarted as the offense looks to build on the success of their field goal on the last drive. Florida State is up a field goal. Throws it to the outside. Great concentration to pull it in. And they make the stop at the 41.
Hill on the tackle at the 41-yard line. First down.
From the 41-yard line, it's first down. Throws it. And it's the senior. He'll take it all the way for the touchdown. And he hits the PAT. Let's get an update now. Here's Reese Davis. Reese?
Let's take a look at scores around the country. Let's take yet another peek at this game. Notre Dame has the edge, 14-0.
All right, Reese, back to our game. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff.
Jones back to return.
Jones from the 3. And he's taken down at the 30-yard line. They need to show a little giddy up now, because if they don't start eating into this deficit, they could easily fall out of the game. There's a missed tackle. Big opening. Perfectly run option keeper.
Not what you'd expect when you prepared all week to defend the option. But then again, give this offense some credit. These guys aren't exactly the scout team.
From the 44-yard line. First down. Complete. He's got room.
You know what? After a play like that, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if they went to the air again.
The quarterback in the gun. Empty backfield. 5 wide receivers in the formation. Quick strike to the receiver. He's tackled at the 28-yard line. Hill gains around 7 yards with a catch, and that's good for a first down.
Nice protection, a good pass, and even a better catch. You can't ask for much more than that.
And the quarterback didn't waste any time getting rid of that one. He took the snap, and he threw it right out there. First and 10. Ball on the 28. Fires it out. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Cavs. Here's the point after to try to cut this to a 3-point game. And he adds the extra point. A 4-play, 70-yard drive. And the result, 7 points. Virginia ready to kick this one off. He just drills this one. He's to the 10. Gets to about the 17-yard line. Not sure that touchdown in their last possession's given them some confidence, but let's see if that carries them back down the field.
It was a really nice drive, too, Brad. The quarterback got into a nice rhythm and did a good job of picking apart the defense.
He fights forward to about the 20. From their own 20-yard line, it's second down. Florida State is up by 3. They bring the quarterback down.
He has one job on passing situations, get to the quarterback, and he did that job very, very well on that play.
We've played 1 quarter. Florida State leads 10-7. And we're back for more action here in quarter number 2. They spread the field in the gun with 5 wide receivers. Gets it out to his receiver in a hurry. Inside the 30.
Not catching
To
him.
the 10.
Not catching him,
Touchdown,
baby.
FSU.
6.
And he converts the extra point. Let's go to the studio for this Reese Davis update.
The Fighting Irish took the field ranked #1 and wanted to make a statement that there was no question this is the top team in the land. And we've been keeping an eye on this one all day. Back and forth these two teams go, neither one giving an inch. We could be headed to a photo finish. The Fighting Irish have the edge 14-7.
Well, it seems like every year we have one of those weekends where there's upset specials, and that one would be an upset. Taylor gets set to kick this one away. He'll return it from the 3. He's to the 20. He gets out to about the 22-yard line.
Boy, the two offensive coordinators have to be loving this. In fact, you can look over at our booth next to us and see how much they're enjoying it with the big smile on their face. The defensive coordinators, on the other hand, might be looking for a pink slip on Monday.
They'll line up with 5 wide receivers. Here he goes. He's to the 40. Across midfield. At the 30. To the 20. The 10. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Throw my L1 button away.
Trying to get within a field goal. They'll try the point after. And he tacks on the extra point. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. Sends it sailing downfield. He's to the 20. At the 30. And he's tackled at the 32-yard line. Well, I'm sure Reese is having fun giving updates from this game to our other games going on today. We've had back-to-back scores.
With one quarter down, I really haven't seen too much separation between these two squads. Might be neck and neck the whole way.
Florida State holds a field goal lead. Dangerous throw. This one's picked off. Inside the 30. To the 10. And he is drilled at the 2. Nice pick by the safety.
Safety that time just sitting back there looking at the quarterback, and once it was thrown, he knew exactly where it was going, and he made the pick.
It's first down. They'll be looking for 6 points here. Touchdown, Virginia. He splits the uprights with the extra point. Virginia kicked this one off. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. He's to the 20. They'll bring him down at the 26-yard line.
Florida State's coaching staff, I've got to think going into halftime, and we're getting close right now, Kurt. They've got to do something different. What they had planned with their star running back's just not working today.
Well, I think the continuity between a coaching staff and a quarterback and an offense is tested. Their star players not having a great game. They're losing this football game. I think now as we're close to this half, now's when you start to think about what other ways can we attack this defense. And then maybe eventually we get back to our star running back. But in the meantime, let's try to find some other ways to attack to be able to put points up.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line. Throws quick to the receiver, and it falls incomplete.
That makes us 3rd and 10.
Pulls it in, and that's a first down. And he's tackled around the 44-yard line.
That makes it 1st and 10.
he hits him hard at the 31-yard line.
You can't take sacks like that as a quarterback. You just can't. If you can't find a receiver, get out of the pocket and throw the ball away.
It's not that good.
They find themselves in a hole here after that sack. It's 2nd and long. 5 wide. Quick throw. Incomplete. Almost picked off.
Yeah, the quarterback's breathing a huge sigh of relief because he got away with throwing what should have been an interception.
And now they're faced with another 3rd and long as they try to convert and move those chains again. Boy, was he drilled as he let go of that football.
Yeah, he's going to feel that one tomorrow.
And they're coming after this punter. He hits a low one there.
Check it.
Not only did that kick prevent a return, but now he's giving them almost a full field in front of him. That's a super effort.
Momentum swings have been fairly even. And with so little separation, this game can be drastically changed on just 1 or 2 plays. Virginia is up by 4. He's to the 10. He gets out to about the 21-yard line. First and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line. There are 5 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Tackle made right around the 20.
Loss of 1 yard on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 11.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
And he's taken down around the 19-yard line. So they wrapped him up before he could get anything going.
Yeah, there was nothing there on that option.
From their own 19-yard line. 3rd down. They come out in an empty backfield. Caught with room to work. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line. Makes the catch, but just not enough for the first.
Yeah, they're going to come up a little bit short here. Nice job by the defense of preventing this completion from turning into a 1st down.
He makes it out to midfield. He showed a good burst there. In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions. They come out in a 5-wide set. Aaron and out long. Dropped.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 50-yard line. He's taken down at about the 37-yard line.
That's a gain of 13 on the play. 1st down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike number 53.
He heaves it to the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Better not drop that low. Trying
to go up by 3. They'll kick the extra point. He makes the PAT. Taylor
has his kick team lined up, and he is set to kick this one off.
It's fielded at the 2.
Virginia's offense struggled in that first quarter, but man, they've really come to life here in quarter number 2.
Well, they've hit their stride here offensively. If they could just have their own defense try to come up with a stop or two, they'd have the lead right now.
Momentum swings have been fairly even, and with so little separation, this game can be drastically changed on just 1 or 2 plays.
And now he's got room to run. Inside the 30. The 10. And a huge touchdown play.
Bless.
And he hits the PAT.
Well, apparently this return team just doesn't trust the kicker. They're in an onside kick formation.
Just gonna play too high.
Nice kick, plenty of distance.
I guess.
He's to the 10. He's taken down at the 22-yard line.
Both teams are kind of struggling to take control of this game. Obviously, they're both very, very competitive with one another. It just seems that the lead is going back and forth between the two teams.
The offense was able to punch it in the end zone on that last drive. They'll come back out looking for more of the same.
This offensive coordinator's got to be feeling so good about the execution that he's seeing from this quarterback and his wide receiver. Because, again, they put so much time in trying to put a plan together. And to be able to see that actually come into play makes you feel pretty good as a play call.
That's a great tackle at the 35-yard line.
That'll make it 2nd and 9.
Defense looking for another sack in this 2nd down and long situation. Great pressure on the quarterback forced that incompletion.
Boy, they really pounded him on that throw.
That'll bring up 3rd and 9.
And here's a quick throw. And he tackles him hard at the 40.
First down.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Zips it to the back. Brought down at the 9-yard line.
Anderson makes the tackle at the 9-yard line. That makes it 1st and goal.
You're all mine, baby. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
And he's level at the 18-yard line.
Loss of 7 yards on the play. That brings up 2nd and goal.
It's 2nd and goal.
Ball on the 18.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Scrambling around. The 10. There's a fumble. They fall on it. They'll bring him down
Right around the 2-yard line.
Yep, and this is why you need to know where the ball is at all times.
And this play is number 8 on the drive. Everybody bunched up tight defensively.
Tailback brought down for a loss.
That's a great play by the defense. There's nothing like a defense being able to slip off of a block, get into the backfield of the offense, and then make a play in the backfield to be able to create some momentum possibly for this defense.
It's do or die time right here. 4th and goal from the 3. Touchdown, Florida State. And a very surprising call here as they choose not to kick the extra point and go up by a field goal. Florida State is up 2. He's in for the conversion. The Seminoles saw one of their top players going down earlier, but it looks like he's going to be able to get back in there. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. Jones from the 3 gets out to about the 21.
Should have trusted my gut and started lamb block against Iowa. Oh look, 108.
So their last drive resulted in 6 points. Do you think we'll see the same result on this one?
They ran the ball extremely well on their last drive, and until this defense figures out how to stop it, I think they'll have no problem moving the ball down the field.
And they bring him down for a sack on the play.
You have to keep an eye on this guy, especially during passing situations, because he does a great job of getting to the quarterback, as we saw right there.
So the sack makes this a 2nd and long. They'll spread the field with 5 wide. And they make the stop at the 28. But hold on, we got a penalty on the play. Let's check it out.
Holding offense. Still 2nd down.
I should have declined it.
So it's 2nd down and long now after the penalty. And they get the safety.
You know, I give a lot of credit to the defense on this play, but this was a horrible mistake by the quarterback.
He's to the 40. Tackle at the 50. Well, some offensive fireworks from both teams right now, Kirk. Both defenses on their heels. They're just trying to catch their breath out there. These offenses have been brilliant. The offense really came up with a nice drive there last time out, and most of those yards came through the air.
This defense needs to improve from front to back. The line needs to put more pressure on the quarterback, and the defensive backs need to stick it to these receivers with tighter coverage.
Huge gain, and that sets them up nicely with a 1st and goal.
No way.
That makes it 1st and goal.
1st down, and they've got their eyes on that goal line. Florida State with a 6-point lead. Quick strike to the receiver, touchdown. So the offense will stay on the field and attempt the 2-point conversion. And he's in for 2. Looks like they're ready for the kick.
Jones out to return.
Jones fields it at the 3. Across the 30. And down he goes at the 33. The last drive not only failed to produce points, but it cost them 2.
The defense is going to be coming out here on the field thinking they have their opponent's number. So somebody from this offense will have to show them something to get them to respect what they can do.
Going long. Oh, he had the pick and he dropped it.
This just shows you that you don't need to be sacking the quarterback to disrupt the passing game.
It's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 33.
Boy, this is a great play by the safety to be able to be in a position to make this play, but he's got to be able to hold on to the football. You know, he's a big, physical, athletic guy, but you've got to be able to secure a football and make a big play when it presents itself.
Check 43. 36.
Gets rid of it quickly. Virginia's going to have to use their 2nd time out of the half.
What great concentration. He left his feet, made the catch, and managed to secure it when he hit the ground. That was just sensational.
From the 42-yard line, 1st down. Gets it out to the wideout, and he's got the 1st. Tackle around the 23-yard line.
Not a real fancy play here, just a smartly run route. Good protection and a well-placed ball. Most times, you don't need much more than that.
The kick is up. It's got the distance, and it's good. Well, we've played a half of football. The Seminoles in front by 11. All right, Reese and David, thanks, guys. 2nd half action just about ready to start here. He'll return it from the 3. Tackle made at the 31. There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game. Got a man, watch out here, and down he goes around the 42-yard line.
This is why it's so important to have success in running the football. It forces a defense to prepare for it, and then that creates chances on play action. They executed that one perfectly.
1st and 10. Ball on the 42. He goes downtown. The defender had his hands on it, but it's incomplete.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Fires to the wideout, 1st down. And he's tackled around the 40-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 40. He makes it to the 38-yard line.
Call it a gain of 2 yards. That makes it 2nd and 8.
They'll line up with 5 wide receivers.
Knew that shit was coming. God bless.
So it's 3rd down now, and they're going to need about 4. Got an opening. He's tackled at the 14.
This is the kind of steady, strong drive that coaches love to see. Right now, they're firing on all cylinders.
Pulls down the catch, and he's got room here. And he is drilled at the 5.
I think it was a great play call, and it was very well executed. Any coach would be happy with that kind of outcome on a first or second down play.
Short yardage situation here. 2nd down and 1. They come out in a goal line set. Tackle made around the 7-yard line.
The offensive line needs to do a better job of not only handling the defensive linemen, but getting up to the linebackers. That way the ball carriers will have a little bit more room to get to that second level.
And this is the 9th play of the current drive. Got a man, but he's tackled back behind the line of scrimmage. 2-yard loss.
They really just didn't have any room to work on that play. The defense just suffocated them there.
This one should be makeable. And they can make this a one-possession game with this kick right here. It's up, and it splits the uprights. Tremblay gets set to kick this one away. He sends this one deep. He's to the 20. Brought down at the 21-yard line. Florida State's a team on a mission right now. Somehow they have been able to put up 23 unanswered points. The quarterback leads the offense back out onto the field as we get set to resume play. 5 guys will be out in the pattern as they're in the shotgun. And he's taken down right around the 36-yard line.
That makes it 1st and 10.
From their own 36-yard line. 1st down. Florida State up by 8.
Well, I love the toughness here by this quarterback, sitting in until the last second, trying to make a play downfield, only to have this defense get to him. He's got to do a better job maybe feeling things out a little bit, but at least he has the awareness and a toughness to sit in that pocket.
He's taken down at the 38.
Gain of 2 yards. That makes it 3rd and 7.
From their own 38-yard line. 3rd down. Fires out quick. It's picked off. And he hits him hard at the 42-yard line. He makes it out to maybe the 39-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
See if I can give up another field goal.
From the 39-yard line, it's 2nd down. Missed tackle. And he's shoved out of bounds at the 23. Nice catch there before he stepped out of bounds. That last catch gives him 100 yards receiving.
Even when he isn't open, the quarterback will still throw him the ball and just let him make a play. It really shows the trust that the quarterback has with his receiver.
So the referee initially calls it a catch, but we'll get a second look at it here and determine if he was in bounds when he hauled it in.
And that play happened so fast that it was very tough to tell if he was able to get a foot down or not.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they review it, but there's just not enough evidence to overturn this one. It's 1st and 10. 10 yards to the end zone.
36, 36.
And he carries the ball for a nice gain.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Get down. Mark 55, Mark 55.
Brought down at the 1.
Gain of 2 on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 1.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 1.
Shift. Down. Red 9. Let's go. Motion.
He gets rid of this one.
Brad, I just think this quarterback's got to do a much better job of being able to read that defense and make quicker decisions. And especially when the defense starts to get pressure, you've got to either get rid of that football or check it down or take off and run with it.
The kick is up, and it's good. Tremblay is lined up to kick this one off. And he got all of this one. Great kick. He's to the 20. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. Virginia's a team that nobody gave a chance today, but they're right where they want to be.
I think just the mindset of this football team, they need to be complimented for that because it's easy to come in, be a bit intimidated, be a bit overwhelmed. They've put that to the side, gone out and executed, and I think the longer they've stayed in this game, the more confidence that's instilled.
Runs outside for a nice gain.
That's good for a gain of 4 yards. That makes it 2nd and 6.
From their own 33-yard line, it's 2nd down. Here's an opening. To the 20. Touchdown, Seminoles. And he hits the PAT. Let's throw it out to Reese now for a studio update.
Utah is taking the field at Rice-Eccles, and they are set to play in Salt Lake City. The Utes unleashed their aerial assault and find pay dirt for a touchdown.
And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff.
To return.
Jones from the 3. And he's tackled at the 24-yard line. There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game. They'll bring him down around the 36-yard line. From their own 36-yard line, it's 1st down. Just throws this one away. Again, he'll get the call. And they make the stop at about the 39-yard line.
For a gain of 3 yards. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 7 to go. Ball on the 39-yard line. They spread the field in the gun with 5 wide receivers.
a safety with the interception. Tackle at the 40-yard line.
Finally get a user pick. Holy cow. What's going on?
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 40-yard line. Going deep. Looking for 6, and he got it. Touchdown. He splits the uprights with the extra point. Taylor ready to kick. Doty fields it at the 3. Tackle at the 25-yard line. Maybe it's time to get the backup some experience as we head to the 4th quarter. The Seminoles in front by 19. All right, we're just about set to start action here again in the 4th quarter. Now here comes the offense, and you got to wonder if that last interception's weighing on the quarterback's mind at all.
And I don't think this defense will lay down lightly. They're going to try to continue to rattle this guy.
Quick throw to the tight end.
That brings up 2nd and 1.
It's 2nd down now, and they're just a few feet away from that 1st down marker. Quick throw to the back. It's incomplete.
That'll make it 3rd and 1.
He's got it with room to run. Steps out of bounds around the 49-yard line. From their own 49-yard line. First down. The quarterback in the gun. Empty backfield. 5 wide receivers in the formation. He's scrambling, and they got him. There's sack number 4.
Well, he's being forced to make really quick decisions because he doesn't have any time to throw the ball. That's going to lead to turnovers.
Throws it in a hurry. And he's level at the 45-yard line.
That'll make it 3rd and 5.
3rd down again. They come out in a 5-wide set. Strike to his receiver, no good.
Throw it out.
Trying to throw a little screen. Interception. That's a great tackle at the 50. From the 50. First down.
Hey, kill!
He airs it out. It's broken up.
He really came up with a save by getting a hand on the ball. That had big play written all over it.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
Wants it all. Going deep. Oh, he had a shot at the pick. That could have been a big play for the defense.
Yeah, even though he had a good shot at picking it off, it's still a heck of a play to force the incomplete pass.
Third down, and they need to get it inside the 40. Gets
Gets it out to the wideout, and he's got the first. The senior makes the catch. And they finally knock him out at the 8.
Call it a gain of 32 yards. That makes it first and goal.
Coming after you. I'm coming after you. Let's go.
It's a bad play overall by the offense. The quarterback's doing everything he can to be able to make the play work and try to execute. The problem is the offensive line did not do a good job protecting him. They're very fortunate that ball wasn't intercepted.
We've got second and goal. Ball on the 8. Scrambling around. He's in trouble. He gets hit out of bounds at about the 3-yard line. And down he goes, right around the 2-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 1 yard. That brings us fourth and goal.
Fourth down. They're going to go for the easy 3 here. Kicks up, and it is good. Florida State ready to kick this one off.
Jones has to return.
Jones from the 3. He gets out to about the 22-yard line. Quarterback couldn't maintain possession on their last drive. Let's see what he does here.
The first rule on offense is to take care of the football. These guys need to remember that on this drive.
Makes the catch and look out. And he tackles him hard at the 32-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 32. And he's going to lose yardage.
You can't teach instinct. The ability to know where a play is going is something this safety has. That was a terrific effort.
Fires out to his receiver. He's tackled at the 38-yard line. So it's third down now, and they're going to need about 4. Now he's scrambling. And he's tackled around the 41-yard line. He scrambled, but he didn't get much.
Brad, this defense reacts too quickly for a scramble like that to work. He needs to spread them out a little bit more to try to create more room to run.
Less than 3 minutes in the game. He's at midfield, and he's taken down at about the 49. First and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line. Empty backfield, quarterback in the gun. 5 wide receivers.
Boy, the defense has to be very frustrated there. They did everything. They got to the quarterback. In fact, it looked like they had a chance to bring him down for the sack, and somehow he's able to throw the ball away.
And they push him out at the 40. And this play is number 8 on the drive. They'll spread the field with 5 wide. He makes the catch and has a first down. Sheds a tackler. He's got all day. Airing it out long.
This secondary better tighten it up if they're going to slow down this drive.
Here's play number 10 on the drive. Watch out for a pass play when you're in a goal line D. Flags are all over the place, and they'll blow it dead.
False start, offense.
That penalty will move them back a bit.
Yeah, with so many young guys out there, it's bound to happen occasionally.
First and goal from the 5. They're knocking on the door.
Quick the edge. Go, go.
Pass is incomplete. Hill is the intended receiver on the way. That brings up
Damn,
second
he
and goal.
did. Damn, he don't. That's okay. Stick arms.
And this is the 11th play of the current drive. Just under 2 minutes in the game. Quick throw in the end zone, touchdown. And they're looking to get 2 points here. He's got it for 2. Defense looked like it jumped early there.
Offside. Defense.
So with just over a minute to go here in the 4th quarter, our score, Florida State 59, Virginia 45. Tackle made at the 40-yard line. Well, some offensive fireworks from both teams right now, Kirk. Both defenses on their heels, and they're just trying to catch their breath out there. These offenses have been brilliant. So now both teams come trotting back out onto the field. Big opening. Touchdown, FSU. The Seminoles are so confident every time they hand this kid the football that he's going to do something special.
Well, there's a reason he's the go-to man. And here, with everything at stake, he's able to deliver for them in a big way.
He makes the PAT. They line up to kick this one away.
Jones sets a return.
Jones fields it at the 3. He's tackled at the 22-yard line.
Kickoff return of 19 yards.
This offense did really well with the air attack on their last trip out there. Let's see if they can do the same thing here.
I love to watch a quarterback when he can really get into sync with his wide receivers. These guys have worked all week on their preparation to attack this defense, and right now it's really paying off.
That makes it second and 10.
Second down, 10 to go. Ball on the 22. Just over a minute left. He airs it out. And got him at the 30, to the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Virginia. And he hits the PAT. A short two-play, 78-yard drive, and that's good for a touchdown.
Well, Brad, right now this offense is hot, and they also took advantage of some mistakes there by the defense.
Brought down at the 44.
This is my kind of game. We're getting a chance to see so many touchdowns. I just wonder if this offense could continue the flow that we've seen from the previous 3 series.
They ran the ball very well on their last drive, and it resulted in 6. Robinson gets the call. Brought down right around the 44-yard line. Virginia is going to use their first time out of the half here. From the 44-yard line, second down. Caught with room to work. They'll bring him down at the 32. This has been a very impressive showing. He's got 500 yards passing.
He's been making great decisions all day. He's got over 500 yards passing today. Very good arm to go with outstanding decision-making.
And this should be a kneel down as they just try to kill the clock. The offense lining up in a victory formation, and he takes a knee. Virginia's called their final timeout. So it's 2nd and 12. Ball on the 34-yard line. Under a minute left. He takes a knee, looking to take some time off that clock. He'll go down to one knee. And that should do it. Our final tally in this one. Florida State 66, Virginia 52. As we take a look at the highlights, Kirk, how would you summarize the action in this one?
They've talked about the rivalry all week long, and for good reason. We saw the intensity down on the field every play, and it showed us why these teams love to hate each other. It'll be interesting to see how this game carries over to the next time they play.
That does it for this edition of NCAA Football 14. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Brad Nessler saying so long.
Hurry up. All right, that's enough of that. Another good pick. Deuces. Later. See you later, alligator. Deuce. Go Knowles.